Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we will take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of March in the areas of money, career and finance. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. And I strongly encourage you to take a look at your sun, moon and rising signs as well, so you get the full picture, and also check out your yearly reading as well, or the one for the next 5 years. And the more you interact with the channel, the more these readings going to resonate as well. So I strongly encourage you to like, share, subscribe, hype, and let me know in the comments where you're watching from, or just say hi. I really appreciate all of those beautiful energies. I just need a few more cards from the Oracle decks to get you the full picture, which will take me a few more seconds, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, one more. Oh, there's a few more. We're gonna take all of those because probably there's a message in them. Okay, so let's jump into your reading with the Oracle card, which is today for you is number 49, Observer. So this card is really looking at that you are trying to see your future. You're trying, obviously that's why you are here. You're trying to look into what is ahead of you. You are observing, you are kind of watching the opportunities, watching what's going on in the world, watching what's going on in certain industries, and you're kind of trying to recreate your dream based on that, because obviously this fox is looking at the moon, which is connected to your dreams. So I think you're kind of focusing on manifesting your dreams as well. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. Well, in the center of your reading, you do have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is an energy of loss and disappointment of some sort. Whenever this card comes up, you might have gone through some difficult challenges in your life, which obviously still impacting you. That's why it is in the center of your reading. Some of you might have lost a job, some of you might have gone through a disappointment of not getting an opportunity, some of you might have lost a business or some kind of a deal. Now with this card, there's very important messages here for you, because the meaning of this card is that not everything has been lost. I think the issue is that you've been focusing on what went wrong in your life, what went wrong in your career or in your business. And what this card is encouraging you to shift your focus around on to the opportunities, which I know it's easier to said than done. The job market is not the best, but this is a card that's telling you to focus on the opportunities and not dwell on the past, not dwell on everything that was lost, because even just when you look at it from the energy perspective, if you focus in the opportunities, you're going to attract them. So very important for you to look at the opportunities, observe the opportunities, not whatever went wrong in your career. And wow, 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 we do have here the sun for you. So this changes everything, because when the sun is in your reading, it makes everything more positive, because this is the most positive card in the deck, and this indicates positivity, hope, bright future ahead of you, seeing things clearly, having the ability to attract positivity, prosperity, luck, abundance, freedom. So when I kind of look at this card in combination with the Five of Cups, I can kind of see that you are shifting your attention. You're no longer focusing on what went wrong. You're actually looking at the opportunities. You are scrying, you are looking at what is here for me. Where can I go from this situation? And you're going to know that. And the Empress is here to tell you that, well, abundance is yours, especially when you kind of look at it on the long run. Because the Empress is indicating something new coming into your life that will bring you long-term abundance, long-term stability. So this can be a new job, a new business deal, creative ideas, very maternal energy, can be a leadership opportunity. But I think with this Empress energy and with that Sun, you're going to be able to see how you're going to be able to manifest abundance into your life, especially when you kind of connect it with that Observer card. All right, the next card is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is a court card, so it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This knight is very, very impulsive. It's a very fast-moving energy. Whenever this card comes in, things are happening fast. And it can indicate also communication coming in, or a big change, something that you've been wanting, something that you've been desiring for. So maybe some kind of a great opportunity will knock on your door. And it's going to come really fast, what I can kind of see from these energies. And we have here the good old Magician as well, which is all about manifestation and creating the future that you want. So you do have everything in your, you have the abilities, you have all the tools that requires for you to create the future, the abundance, the happiness, the joy that you want. Very important for you to kind of take action as well, which I think you will with that Knight of Swords. And it's also very interesting for me to kind of see that you do have this 49, the Observer, which is again looking at from a distance and also maybe looking things through a new perspective. So I think you will find a new perspective that's going to be able to help you to see things differently. Again, shifting your perspective with that Observer and that 5 of Cups. Okay, so the next card is another Knight, the Knight of Wands. This is also a very action-oriented card. So I think you're going to be focusing on getting things done. I think you're going to be super busy in March. Because, you know, with the Knight of Wands, this is like looking at, this Knight is focusing on new approaches, new techniques, innovation, new adventures. And he's very, very productive as well. Again, he's also very go, and focusing on getting things done. Now, when you kind of look at these two cards, both Knights are focusing on getting things done, so I think you're going to be in the mode of doing and not necessarily planning. What I kind of recommend you to try to balance that, because, you know, that's one of the disadvantages of the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands as well. Now, this can indicate new adventures as well. It can indicate opportunities that are knocking on your doors. There might be here 2 opportunities that will come towards you, which is kind of interesting because you do have the 2 cups on the 5 of Cups that you need to look towards. And you have here these 2 Knights that I kind of feel they're going to be very different. There might be here 2 very different opportunities that come towards you. All right, let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype if it's available when you're watching this video. That's an indication that the reading helped you, and you're also helping me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a couple of buttons to push, so I hope that you push those like, subscribe, hype buttons. And of course, let me know in the comments how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? Or just say hi as well. I really, really appreciate all those positive energies. And of course, put in some positive affirmations. For example, I'm able to manifest prosperity into my life. I'm able to see my situation through a new lens, through a new perspective. I attract joy, happiness into my life. All of those that kind of resonates more with you. Your reading also continues with the Queen of Cups. It is also a court card, so it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. What we need to know about this queen, that she is someone who focuses on her feelings, emotions, and others as well. She's a helper, a healer, a leader, a leadership opportunity. It can manifest in many shapes or form into your life. This is someone who likes to help. Maybe you are kind of helping people, or people are helping for you, helping you. What's really important here with this Queen of Cups as well, listen to your instinct and your intuition. And you have kind of here a very similar energies with that Empress and the Queen of Cups in terms of this maternal loving energies. All right, we do have the good old Empress as well, which is, let's just talk about that first, the divine counterpart of the Empress, right? They're kind of like this power couple. They are unbeatable. The yin and a yang of the tarot, the mother and the father of the tarot. Two very strong leaders. One of them is creative, the other is a doer. So you might there might be here a very, very strong partnership or a strong connection between two people. Maybe there was something that was going wrong, but I think things are clearing out now with that sun energy. But let's talk about the Emperor. The Emperor is, and also very important that both the Emperor and the Empress, they unite all of the energies of the kings and the queens of the tarot. So you have here a very, very strong leadership energy. Maybe you need to lead something, lead a team, a project, an organization, but there's very, very strong leadership qualities, opportunities here. There might be multiple as well, because you have here these two knights that are bringing something very fast, and you might have to choose, and you might have to observe between these two opportunities. Maybe you want both, but you can only have one. But the Emperor is all about success. It's all about strategizing, planning, being very focused and being ready for action as well. So there's a very strong, I just get leadership. Leadership just keeps coming to me. So there's some kind of a leadership opportunity that's manifesting here for you. And this might be the HR departments that's going to be helping, guiding you through. The next card in your reading is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of building a strong foundation, building bridges, building connections between people. This is a very strong collaboration card. So there might be a collaboration that might be very important here for you, that you need to look at it from a different perspective this month. But also this is a card that can be connected to community, acknowledgement. When you put a lot of work, hard work into something, and your peers, your leaders are acknowledging how good you are. So beautiful energy of people coming together. And you have quite a lot of people here that are coming here to help you, guide you, work with you. So there's a lot of that influential energy that's happening here. All right, let's see what we have here from this deck. You do have the gifts. Giving and receiving, wealthy donor, retail sales, surprise, windfall, generous. So you might get a gift. You might get something that you're not expecting, a surprise money, surprise win, surprise opportunity that you're not seeing. So very important for you to kind of shift your focus, a gift from the universe. Or you might get a donor that's really wealthy that you're going to be able to secure, that's going to help you. Now let's look at the next one. You do have here the depths card. Under the surface, more to find, not obvious, deep dive, true value, worthy. This card is definitely telling you that you are very worthy to achieve better results and achieve more. But I think you need to look deeper. What's under the surface, right? Something might not be as obvious as you would like to see. That's why you have here this observer, you have this card in this middle that tells you that you need to shift your perspective, right? I think what you need to kind of focus here with that Five of Cups and that observer is really shifting your focus. And you also have the intuition card. Hidden knowledge, secrets at work, new talents, night shift, record keeper. So what this really tells you just confirms the Queen of Cups, that you need to listen to your instinct, your intuition. There might be here some secrets, some information that you're not able to see, especially when you look at the deaths, right? It kind of says that more to find, secret. So maybe there's some information that you are not privy to, and I think you need to kind of trust your guts as well. And you also have the unicorn, unique perspective, miracle worker, money magic, dream come true, odd job. So what this kind of tells you is that, again, you need to make sure that you have your unique perspective, right? You have here quite that message comes through really strongly, that you need to change your perspective. And I think whatever unique perspective you bring in at work will be very, very important. But you're going to have some magic happening in your life. Miracles, dream will come true as well. Beautiful energy. And last but not least, you have here the sovereign. Governing your own life, in charge, rise to the top, leadership, freedom, lifestyle. Well, when you kind of look at it, you have here both the emperor and the empress and the sovereign. So I think something leadership, leading something might be very important, rising to the top. But I think things are going to be not as obvious as you might think. That's why you need to change your perspective. That's why you need to kind of dig deeper and listen to your instinct and use your unique perspective. And I think things are going to be very clear for you in terms of how to lead something. And let's not forget about the bottom of the deck. I almost forgot about it. You have here the Lover's card, which is a card of balance, harmony, protection, and also partnerships. And saying yes to certain things. So I think there might be here a very, very important partnership between two or more people, a collaboration that I think you need to look at it from a different perspective. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.